everyone. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Get everything all smudged out over here. Hope you guys are doing good. Thought it would be a good day to do a weekend read. See what the weather looks like for the weekend. Okay, hold on. All right, so we're going to go around the zodiac as we always do, from Aries all the way through to Pisces, and we're just going to check in and see what the weekend looks like the weekend weather report, only with tarot. Anyway, and then when I'm done, if you guys are into it and you have some questions, throw them into the chat, and when I'm finished, I will pull cards for all of you guys, because I love to do that. All right, so let's see what is going on for all of us for the next 3 days, for Friday, Saturday, Sunday. For some of you guys, maybe you're ahead and maybe you're already on Friday. I don't know, but next 3 days. Grateful, thankful for the messages for all of us, starting with my Aries. All right, grateful, thankful for the messages for my Aries for the next 3 days. What can you tell me? Going on for Aries. All right, we're starting out with the Five of Cups reversed to the Empress reversed to the Eight of Swords. Wow, you're in the frumpies. All right, Five of Cups coming in reversed. All right, maybe this is a relationship issue that you are dealing with. We have the Empress also coming in reversed, and we have the Eight of Swords. So a lot of mental energy this weekend around home, family, whether or not you're doing things right. Am I good enough? Am I not good enough? But the Five of Cups coming in reverse tells me that, you can move out of this energy. So let's do that. Let's move out of this energy. A little patience this weekend would go a long way for all of my Aries, all right? So just keep that in mind, especially if you're dealing with kids, because here we have the Empress coming in reversed. There could be some issues that come up with you feeling like, oh my God, I shouldn't have done that. Maybe I'm a bad mom, or it could just be, you are dealing with somebody who is feeling that way. A lot of insecurities is what I'm sensing this weekend. So listen, be patient with yourself, all right, Aries? And I think you will be able to pull it out. All right, that's what I've got for you. Grateful, thankful for those messages for my Aries. Let's give it a quick shuffle. See what's going on for my Taurus. Grateful, thankful for the messages for all of my Taurus. Hopefully people will find me and pop in. That'd be great. Oh, here comes Troll Boogies. Oh my gosh. All right. So we got to get rid of him. So we don't like people that are just not nice. Hi, Anna. Welcome in. Welcome in. All right. Grateful, thankful for the messages for this weekend for my Taurus. Grateful, thankful for the messages for my Taurus. Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs. What's the next 3 days look like for all of my Taurus at this time? All right, listen, you are also in your head. Six of Swords. Got a lot of mental energy. And then there's the Seven of Cups. It's almost like you feel like you're in a situation you don't know how to handle. All right, when we have the sword energies, a lot of mental activity, a lot of that kind of noise in our brain. And then we have the Seven of Cups coming in reverse. So I almost wonder whether or not you question, the fact that you don't really see any options or any choices. And without knowing what's in front of you, this is what's kind of holding you back. The Six of Swords, when it comes up reverse, this is troubled energies. These are, not being able to move away from a situation that, is really been bothering you, because we have this Eight of Swords here. And then we have the Seven of Cups over here. Says, I just don't see an out. Honestly, I want to tell you, take a deep breath. There is always an out. There's always a possibility. Sometimes when we're so thick in our emotions and in all the stories that we have running rampant in our heads, we don't see the solutions. But I do feel as if this could be a challenging weekend for you, Taurus. What's at the bottom of the deck here? We've got the Moon card at the bottom of the deck. So listen, this is about, a lot of deep things are coming up, especially in how you handle a situation will be very, very pivotal. How we react is one way and how we handle it is another one. So I feel as if you will be, in a place here, very deep emotions, trying to figure it out. And here we do see this deep emotions here, you know, but, you know, I also see the Fool card coming up. See, there's always, you know, it's like a storm, all right? The storm, when we're in the storm, it's horrible, right? It's gray, it's cloudy, it's thunder, it's lightning. It doesn't feel good, right? That pressure that's coming around us. But the storm always passes, and you know, this too will pass. And I feel like a lot of this is coming to pass, so to speak, Taurus, so that you get on the right road. You know, because here the moon card, these two animals are howling. This is, you know, this primal energy and this domestic side of you. I mean, there's something calling you, you know, to find the solution to all of this troubled energy that you're dealing with this weekend. So I think, you know, that's what your focus will be. Welcome in, Preeti. Thanks for the subscription. Well, it's always nice to have a new subscriber. Welcome in, Anthony. Nice to see you as well. Elisa, nice to see you. So listen, you guys, I am going through the weekend for all of us because just go around the Zodiac sign. I am moving on to my Geminis. But if you have a question and you want to stick around to the end or you want to come back, I'll go back and I'll go through all the questions. And I love to pull cards. So, yeah, do that. That would really help me out. All right, welcome in, everyone. Thanks for the subscription, Anthony. Really appreciate you. All right, let's see what's going on for my Geminis for the next 3 days. Grateful, thankful. Now, it's just a short period of time, not a long period. You know, so just a few days, right? So this doesn't go on for a long time. All right, 10 of Swords coming out here as your first card. To the 3 of Swords, also reversed. And then we have the 3 of Pentacles. So I feel like the weekend starts out, you know, maybe there could be a situation that you're not going to let somebody try to ruin for you. You know, the 10 of Swords, this is somebody who, or something that keeps coming back and kind of, you know, gets to you. I mean, the 10 of Swords, you're laying on the ground here filled with these swords. It's painful. And then we have the 3 of Swords also coming in reverse. And I feel like you're not going to let somebody ruin your weekend. I mean, really, this is what I'm feeling. You know, you're just not going to let them ruin your weekend. And here we have the 3 of Pentacles coming in. You're going to find a way to somehow focus your energy or, you know, your attention into something that you like doing, you know, where, you know, you'd be a little bit more productive. Some of you may actually be maybe even instructing some kind of a workshop or a class this weekend, because I do see that this person is teaching these two people something. You know, so maybe you're going to teach somebody a lesson or as well, right, Gemini? But anyway, I do feel as if, you know, this is one of these weekends that regardless what this person has done or this situation has been that's been really tough, you are not going to let that ruin your weekend. So that's what I feel for you, Gemini. All right. How's everybody doing in the chat? I'm doing really, really well. Lisa, what am I doing? No offense. No offense taken. I am just pulling some tarot cards for the weekend. Check in what the energies look like. And if you would like and you want to stick around, I'd be happy to pull a card for you as well. But that's what we're doing here. All right, moving on to my Cancers. Grateful, thankful for the messages for Cancers for the next 3 days. Grateful, thankful for each one of you, for your energy and what you're doing here with me, helping me out. Really appreciate it. All right, let's see, Cancer, what's going on for you? We have you coming out with the King of Wands to the 8 of Swords reverse to the 8 of Wands reverse. I mean, there could be somebody that you were hoping to hear from this weekend. I feel like that's not going to happen. It could be this king here. This is somebody who probably a very busy person, travels a lot, you know, but I just don't feel like you connect this weekend. Then we have the 8 of Swords coming in here reversed. So with the 8 of Swords coming in here reversed, you know, I think it really bothers you, you know, that you haven't heard from this person. Let's see what's at the bottom of the deck. And the 9 of Swords, you know, again, more mental energy. Listen, if somebody doesn't connect with you, they're not that interested, all right? If this is something really, really important that you needed to know, pick up the phone and call them back. rather than be in the space of like, I wonder what's really going on. I wonder what they're really thinking. I wonder what's really happening. I wonder what, we're going to do come Monday. I mean, this is like the wonder zone here. But with that Eight of Wands coming in, I'm just feeling like, if this person, if they really wanted to talk to you, they would have. And if they don't wait for them to talk to them. And if it's really that important, pick up the phone and call them. It could be around a job opportunity, something that you've been wondering about. And here, this is, an important little tip about you people that are out there applying for jobs. If you applied for a job in weeks gone by and you haven't heard from them, then pick up the phone and say, hey, I'm just following up and just wondering, if any decisions have been made on the position. There's no harm in following up, right? But really, honestly, I feel as if there is somebody that you really want to connect with this week and you're just not going to hear from them. They may have strung you along. Maybe they made some promises, but I just feel as if it's not going to happen. Not this weekend. All right, Cancer? So that's what I've got for you. All right, moving on. Welcome in, everyone. It's nice to have everybody in the chat. All right, let's see what's going on for all of my Leos for the next 3 days. Grateful, thankful for the messages for all of my Leos. What's going on, Leos? All right. Oh, we got a couple cards staying out here for you. We have the King of Cups to the Ten of Wands. This could be you. This could be somebody you are dealing with. All right. The King of Wands is usually an older person. Somebody, could be a father figure. Could be somebody that, we're endeared to, we take care of. Or it could be your partner. But I feel as if there's a heaviness that either they are carrying or that you carry in regards to this situation. So when we have this energy of the Ten of Wands, the struggle is real. And I feel as if this image, this person puts so much onto you that sometimes you can't see 2 feet in front of you. So, yeah. And then we have the Ace of Cups. So I think, when people put a lot of demands on someone, when there's a lot of expectations, when it just seems like it gets really, really hard trying to, keep up with the energies of this person. I mean, we start to lose steam here. And I feel as if, you might need to let them know you can't do everything because this is not making me feel good. Because this Ace of Cups says you don't feel good. All right, you're not feeling very loved. You don't feel the warm fuzzies, I mean, what you're feeling is the weight and the responsibility of having to attend to somebody. And I feel as if it's not being reciprocated. So yeah, I mean, this weekend, maybe this would be one of these weekends, rather than attend to somebody else's needs, attend to your own, because I feel like, Leo, you could really use that this weekend. Bottom of the deck, we have the Ten of Swords coming in. Yeah, I mean, especially if somebody, they put so much on you and it's, it's exhausting. You know what that feeling is, where it's just exhausting to be around certain people. And I feel like this king could be exhausting for you. And listen, enough is enough. And I think you're at that point with these 2 tens here that you're ready to call it quits. I'm done. I don't really have the feelings that I did for you, and I need to take care of me now. All right, so that's for some Leo out there. Anyway. All right, let's see what's going on for everyone. We got a few more people popping into the chat, so welcome in, you new people. If you are new here, I'm running around the Zodiac sign right now. I am up to Virgo, and we're just checking in for the weekend. And you can stick around, put question in. I'm always happy to pull cards at the end. Yasmina, I haven't done Sag yet. I am on to Virgo. Grateful, thankful for the messages for my Virgos. We'll do Virgo, Libra, Scorpio, and then Sag. All right, Virgo, what's the 3 days, next 3 days look like for my Virgos? Grateful, thankful for the messages for Virgo. All right, Virgo, we got the Moon card coming out to the 6 of Swords, to the 3 of Pentacles. So I feel as if there is something that you are keeping quiet or, trying to keep under wraps. A lot of times with the Moon card, we can talk about secrets, deep emotions, things we just don't want people to know about. There is a situation I think you are dealing with, Virgo, because here we do have the 6 of Swords. Maybe deep down you would like to see a peace offering happen between you and someone, a situation that maybe there was some troubled energies. because this one I always feel as if they're returning after having left a situation that was really pretty hard. So there could be a part of you that, wishes maybe, you could go back and, make peace with someone on a situation that probably didn't work out very well, because here we have the Three of Pentacles coming in reversed. So yeah, I think that might be heavy on your mind, whether you do it or not, I'm not sure, but I do feel as if it's something that, it's pulling on you, that you want to address it in some way. Now, the Three of Pentacles coming in reverse. This is also an energy of, like this weekend, you're better off being on your own, doing things on your own, not looking for like projects to do with someone else. The Three of Pentacles, when it comes in reverse, this is more of a solitary type of energy and saying, whatever it is I'm going to do, I don't want to do it with other people. And especially if you have a lot on your mind about a situation that, like I said, you've been really troubled about it and not knowing how to handle it. This way, this will give you some of that, place and that energy and space to be able to do that. All right, so that's what I've got for you, Virgo. All right, welcome in, everyone. Don't forget to hit that like button. Like, comment, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. Really makes a difference to my channel, and I'd love to see my channel continue to grow. All right, you guys, we are moving on to Libra. So Libra, we're looking at the next 3 days. Grateful, thankful for the messages for all of my Libras. Let's see what's going to go on for my Libra for the next 72 hours. Grateful, thankful for the messages for all of my Libras. Oh, I'm being reminded about the thumbnail. So did y'all see the thumbnail? It's from one of my Gypsy fortune telling cards. But here we have, it's card of the wife, So I'm also feeling like this weekend, collectively, the energies could be around, just taking time and hanging with our kids. So maybe being home might be one of the more preferred energies of the weekend. All right, but let's get back to my Libras. Grateful, thankful for the messages for Libra. All right, Libra, you ready? This card wants to stay out. We have the King of Swords coming in. Somebody very serious energy here with that King of Swords. Ooh, to the Ten of Swords, to the Seven of Wands. Wow, I just feel like something's about to go down, whether this is something you need to do with someone, because I feel like somebody's really serious about putting an end to someone. Maybe, somebody's getting cut, or maybe you have to fire someone. But I feel as if, you need to move forward and you need to think ahead. And if somebody is hurting you, not being fair, this is the Ten of Swords. This is painful energy. This is somebody who has done you wrong, and I feel like the fact that this guy is so serious, all right? And listen, he knows what he's talking about, all right? This could even be like a lawyer kind of person stepping in and, you finding out that, you have these rights and, you're standing up for yourself. I just really feel like, this is really serious and you are going to deal with it because this is about you and your future. All right. So maybe some of you do hire a lawyer around a situation that you can't deal with on your own, or maybe you're seeking advice on how to end a situation that's been really, really tough. Yeah, but this is, I mean, you are ready to move on and you're ready to do whatever it is that you need to do in order to do that. So, yeah, heavy weekend for you. Oh, good. And then we have the Page of Swords at the bottom of the deck. So, again, you are ready to take things into your own hands and do what you need to do in order to handle the situation, even if that means somebody needs to go. All right, because the Ten of Swords is definitely bringing in some kind of an ending. So that's what I've got for you for Libra. All right, almost done. Moving on to my Scorpios. Grateful, thankful for all of you popping into the chat. Nice to have you here. I am doing right now current energies for the next 3 days. So we are up to Scorpio. I've done all the other signs up till Scorpio. So if you are a Scorpio, a Sag, Capricorn, Aquarius, and Pisces, I'm still here to do you guys. All right, let's see what's going on for all of my Scorpios. Grateful, thankful for the messages for all of my Scorpios for the next 3 days. Grateful, thankful. All right, so we've got the Eight of Wands, Four Swords, to the King of Pentacles. All right, so I feel like there's some pressure being put on you by someone. All right, because we have this King of Pentacles. King of Pentacles coming in reverse. This is somebody who, you know, they're very greedy. You know, they're ruthless. They do everything for their own desires here. And I feel like Scorpio with this Eight of Wands, they're trying to set something in motion here. And here you sit in the Four of Swords, not really sure you want to do things. Whether you want to do this or whether you want to go along with this energy of this King of Pentacles. So I feel like it's really important. This card is telling me to tell you to take the time, you know, before you make any commitments or you do anything in regards to whatever this king is presenting to you or proposing to you. Because you don't want to feel the pressure. And I feel like somebody is putting the pressure on you. And that is what you need to be, you know, that's your red flag. You know, if somebody's putting the pressure on you, then you need to put the pressure on them back to let them know that right now I'm not going to make any decisions about whatever it is you want me to get involved with, because I need to make sure it's on the up and up. And this tells me it's not. All right, so that's what I've got for you, Scorpio. Welcome in, you guys. So, Satya Om, Sagittarius. We got a couple Saggies. Yasmina. We got another Sag there. All right, this is for all my Saggies out there. Grateful, thankful for the messages for my Sagittarians for this upcoming weekend. We're looking at the next 3 days. Just a short period of time. What messages do you have for all of my Sagittarians for this upcoming weekend? Grateful, thankful for the messages for my Saggies. And when I'm done here, because I'm almost done here, put your questions in the chat. I'll be happy to pull cards for you guys. All right, let's see, Sagittarius, what's coming up for you? We have the Eight of Pentacles coming in reverse to the Seven of Wands to the Six of Wands. Boy, I've seen the Seven of Wands quite a bit today. So the Seven of Wands, this is about, you know, you being in control of what it is that you need to have done. This is you standing up for yourself, you know, and doing those things that matter to you, all right? Because I feel as if you're involved in a situation that if you don't take matters into your own hand, it could really not work in your benefit. We have the Eight of Pentacles here reversed. We have the Six of Wands also reversed. So this is things not working out. And this is the Eight of Pentacles, also a situation that kind of talks about things not working out, or there is some need to break in a cycle. So I think, you know, you are quite aware of a situation. If you don't step up, and that's that, I really keep getting that for you, Sagittarius. If you don't step up and take control of the situation, it could really go south. And we don't want that to happen. And here we have the Seven of Cups at the bottom of the deck. So I think you have to start looking at options. And again, when we have the energies of the sevens, you know, it's about really needing and figuring out a way to ground this energy into reality. Because some of you, if you are struggling financially, things have to change. You have to now start looking at other options that will work for you, that you can do, that you like to do. You know, if this is a money situation where if you don't fix something, it's going to cost you more money than you can really afford. I mean, that's another message here. But I really feel like for you, Sagittarius, the big message is just that if you don't step up and take charge, it could really turn in a bad way. So I feel like you have an opportunity, you know, to turn things around. So let's jump on that. All right, Sag? We want to avoid disasters. Welcome in, you guys. Nice to see you, Gerline. All right, grateful, thankful to all you guys in the chat. Welcome in. I'm almost done. We are going to look at Capricorn, Aquarius, and Pisces, and then I'll turn my attention to you guys. But right now, let's look at Capricorn for the next 3 days. Grateful, thankful for the messages for all of my Capricorns. What's going on for all of my Cappies for the next 3 days? Just a short period of time. All right, Capricorn, you ready? What do I have for you? We have the Tower card reversed to the Chariot to the Death card. All right, so you too, I feel like there's a situation that you could avoid. All right, we have the Tower card here. All right, this could be an unexpected situation that arises, but it is reversed. So I feel as if you know that if you don't deal with something, that you could find yourself in trouble. For some of you Capricorns, we have the Chariot card coming up here reverse. It could be an issue around your car. If there is something going on with your car and you know you need to address it, address it. This can also be a block of some sort. There could be something that is trying to distract you from doing something that's moving forward. And if you pay attention to it now, you can deal with that distraction. But I'm definitely feeling as if this weekend, it's going to be hard getting around and doing things that you want to do because I really feel like you have to deal with this tower, okay? Because we also have the death card here. So you're at a point in a situation that you know that either you put it to an end, or if the universe has to step in and end it for you, then it's going to be a lot harder to recover from it. So whatever it is that you have been blocked around or not wanting to do, I feel like this weekend you have to do it. All right, so this is one of those things. If you have been wanting to get down in the basement and clean it out, get down there and clean it out. You may actually find something that needs to be addressed, and had you not gone down there and cleaned it out, you wouldn't have found it. It would have been disastrous. I mean, this is the kind of energy that I feel for you, Capricorn. So let's take care of those things that we know if we do it today will save us a lot of money, time, energy, and frustration tomorrow. All right, so that's what I've got for you, Capricorn. All right, turning my attention to my Aquarians. Grateful, thankful for all of my Aquarians. Grateful, thankful for all of you. Let's see what's going on for all of my Aquas for the next not 7 to 10 days, just the next 3 days. Short period of time, just the weekend. We are looking at the weekend forecast for my Aquarius. Grateful, thankful for the messages for my Aquarians. All right, Aqua, are you ready? First card out for you is the Justice card reversed to the Sun card to the Three of Wands. So I feel like we start the weekend out feeling like things aren't right, like things aren't fair, like there's something that is just really bothering you. But, I don't feel like it ruins your whole weekend here because we come back with the Sun card and then we have the Three of Wands. So even though I almost feel like this Justice card almost kind of motivates you to find solutions, to go out and figure out what you can do now. If this is how it's going to be, I'm not happy with it. I won't tolerate it. What else can I do? So I think this weekend you're going to do a lot of investigating because there's a situation. Here we have the Nine of Wands coming in reverse that it's not fair. It's not right. I think you've been through a lot with this person, thing, project, or whatever it is. I mean, because when we reach the point of the Nine of Wands, I mean, we've been through the ringer, all right? We've been through the good, the bad, the ugly, all of it, and to be at a point where things still aren't fair and you still don't feel good about it, I feel as if, Judgment card reversed, you are done, you are tired, and you are going to cut your losses and move on and try to figure out what you can do from this point out. So some of you guys might be very motivated this weekend to see what can you do from home. What can I do, that would be really, really good for me that I would love to do? Because the Three of Wands is about, seeking out those things that we want and pulling them towards us. And here, she sends this bird out to see what can I find that would be really, really good, that maybe I can make a living from home, where I don't have to deal with a situation that always makes me feel like I'm not being treated right. So yeah, I think you're going to be, really kind of putting your brain to work. Hi, Diana. Welcome in. All right, last but not least, my Pisces. All right, and then I'm going to turn my attention to all of you guys, all right? So we are almost done with the weekend read for all of the Zodiac signs. If anybody wants to timestamp their sign, that would be great. And if not, that would be okay too, all right? All right, grateful, thankful for the messages for all of my Pisces for the next 7 to 10, keep going 7 to 10 days, just the next 3 days, Pisces. Just a short period of time. Welcome in, everyone. All right, ready? Pisces. These next 3 days are for you. We have the Knight of Pentacles. We don't feel like working this weekend, that's for sure. I mean, really, the Knight of Pentacles says, I don't want to do anything. I don't want to do anything. I want to be a couch potato. I want to hang out. I don't want to do the work. So maybe this weekend you take the weekend off. We do have the Strength card. It might be just what you need. If you have been really kind of burning the candle at both ends, working really hard, doing a lot, I think a weekend off would probably do you a lot of good, especially with the Strength card here. And then we have the Seven of Cups coming in. You know, what are you going to do? It doesn't matter what you do. I think as long as, you know, you are not at work, you're going to be happy. I feel like this weekend you're just going to go very, very slow. I mean, really, the energy, yeah, because my focus goes down to this turtle down here. It's just like you don't really want to think about things. You don't really think about what you want to do. You just want to kick back and do nothing and just kind of recharge your own batteries. So that's a great energy for you, Pisces, going into the weekend. So let's hope that help comes out for you. Yeah, I mean, you're happy. You're just kind of hanging with the fam. You know, no pressure. Maybe a barbecue is in order, something like that. But anyway, that's what I see for you, Pisces, and for all of us out there for the next 3 days. All right, welcome in, everyone. Nice to have you all in the chat. I'm going to turn my attention to you guys. Let me burn a little cedar here, clear the energies, get that all going here. And then we'll pull some cards. All right, this is some cedar, brings us comfort, good for us, clears the way. Just a great, 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 great herb to smudge with. Hi, Flick, welcome in. All right, let's go back to the top, though, because I see some questions coming in from you guys that just popped in. But let's go back to the top and see if anybody up top. All right, I don't think there's too many. Anna, it's always good to have you in. Gerline, we're going to start with you. All right, Gerline, grateful, thankful for you. Happy to see you again. Gerline would like a love life reading. So let's get some cards out here. Cut the deck. Oh, you know what? Maybe I should start it with another deck. Page of Swords has come out for you, Gerline, so I'm going to take it. Just as I was saying, we should get another deck. So when it comes to love life reading, I feel like, you know, you could potentially meet somebody doing something that you are very, like, mentally focused in, whether it's studies at school or at work. But, you know, Gerline, when it comes to love, you need to be a little bit warmer, all right, because you're showing up as the Queen of Swords. And, you know, that's somebody who's a little defensive. So I think you got to kind of warm up a little bit and smooth out some of those edges. Because, you know, I see you coming out as emotionally being a little closed and shut down, which is perfect. You know, if we're going to be out meeting people, you know, you don't need to be an open book. And I think that's great. But I also think that you can relax a little bit more, and that will help you find somebody really good. All right, so that's what I've got for you, Gerline. All right, Anna, I'd be happy to do a general reading for you. Grateful, thankful for my friend Anna, who comes through, puts good vibes into the chat. But I want to use another deck. We're going to use this deck over here. Hold on, Anna. All right, we're moving over to the Everyday Witch Tarot. Let's see, what's going to come out? A general reading for my friend Anna. Grateful, thankful for Anna, who comes through regularly. Anna back home. What can you tell me about my friend Anna? A general reading for Anna today. Grateful, thankful for the messages for Anna today. Welcome in, everyone. It's nice to have you all in the chat. Don't forget to hit that like button. Like, comment, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. It makes a difference to my channel. All right, Anna, here come your cards. One more shuffle. One more shuffle. Good luck with that, Gerline. All right, you ready? Anna, here's your card. We have you coming in with the Four of Pentacles reversed to the Hierophant reversed. All right, so listen, not wanting to really open up for fear that I don't have enough. There could be a situation that comes up that will require you to spend a little bit of money that you may not have wanted to spend, Anna. And then we have the Hierophant coming in reversed. I think it will be well spent because I'm feeling the need for you to take some time out and really go a little bit deep and kind of tap into more of who you really are, all right? Because the Hierophant, this person doesn't conform. They move to their own beat. And when we have the Moon card here showing up alongside of it, I feel as if, you know, there's something about you that is really wanting you to come out and be a part of who you truly are, like the authentic part of you. You know, so don't be afraid to go somewhere, maybe even take a retreat, or if you had this thought of, oh, I would love to just spend the weekend over here. I think it would be very, very good for you and very, very healthy for you. Because like I said, there is a part of you that really is wanting you to bring it out and, you know, bring it out for all of us to see, because it's a gift that you have. So yeah, tap into it, Anna, because I think you have something very special. So that's what I've got for you, Anna. Welcome in. I don't know how to say your name. Chalzarvas, I don't know. And Real and Amethyst Moonlight, welcome in. Sorry if I butcher your name, but some of your names are really out there. All right, let's see who is next in line. We got Anna. Lucky, I wish you could come over and do my hair too, because I don't do anything to my hair. Diana, nice to see you. Disha, welcome in. All right, Gaza Larvas. I don't know how to say your name, but let's see whether or not your ex is going to come back. All right, grateful, thankful for you. And is he betraying you? Well, if he's not your ex anymore, then he can't be betraying you, huh? All right, but let's find out if the X is coming back for you. I'm just going to call you Gaza, all right? Let's find out for Gaza. From Iran, welcome in. All right, so listen, is he coming back? I'm going to say no, but he shows up as the devil energy. You know, this is really good that he, you know, because this is toxic. This is not really good. Now, is he betraying you? I do feel as if he's probably blocking you or keeping you from someone. You know, because as long as you keep hanging on to him, you're being blocked yourself. But I feel as if with this Six of Pentacles, chances are he's probably breadcrumbing someone else. I don't see anything serious, but I do see that he's probably with someone else. So that's what I've got for you, Gaza. All right, Diana, welcome in. Your 12-year-old daughter had an issue at her school last year. Sat with the principal if she should go back this coming school year. Should she go back? Is there a place for her to be? Oh, well, let's find out. It's a big question, Diana. Let's find out. Grateful, thankful for the messages from my friend Diana. I'd like to know whether or not her child should go back to this school or not. Right for yes, revert for no. Let's find out. Let's find out. Hi, Carolina. Welcome in. I'm doing good. Oh, I'm sorry you're not feeling down. You're feeling down. We'll get some cards out on you in just a bit. All right, Diana, let's find out whether or not your child should continue in the school or go somewhere else. All right, look at that. I feel like they should go somewhere else. We have the Three of Swords coming in. Time to put healing in between whatever it was that happened between your daughter and the school system and you. But, you know, when it comes up reverse like this, it's time to, you know, do what you need to do to fix it and to feel better. Now, we do have confusion here with the Hanged Man coming in reverse. As to whether or not this is the right place for her to be, I just feel as if, you know, a fresh new place would probably be much better because she's just not happy. And to stay, I think, would only make things work. You know, make things work, would make things worse. But I'm definitely feeling like maybe you should see whether or not there is another option for your daughter. Because, yeah, here, bottom of the deck, we have you looking for other options. I just feel as if there's something better for her, something that's more of a safe place, you know, one that's more conducive to her needs. And that's what matters at the end of the day. So that's what I've got for you, Diana. Flick Matter, welcome in. Matt, nice to see you. All right, Flick Matter, we want to know, what does your crush feel about you today? Let's find out. Inquiring minds want to know about Flick Matter's business. All right, we need to know whether or not the crush has any feelings for you today. Grateful, thankful for the messages for Flick Matter. All right, let's see what's the crush thinking today. Well, I'm not seeing too much of anything. We have the Nine of Pentacles. So a little instability between you and the crush. So I'm going to feel like no. And it might be time for you to move on your way, okay? We do have the Chariot card here, and it says this way or that way. So I'm feeling like this crush is truly just that, a crush for you, and that it is really time to move on. All right, Flick, that's what I got for you. All right, guys, we read for you already. All right, Carolina. She's feeling a bit down. You got to cheer her up here. Let's find out, Carolina, what's going on with you. Grateful, thankful for the messages for Carolina. Let's do a general reading for Carolina. What messages can you bring to me to give to Carolina today? Grateful, thankful. One more shuffle. All right. You're welcome, Flick. All right, Carolina, let's see if we can cheer you up a little bit. Card for you is the Justice card. So I feel as if there's a situation, there could have been some arguing, just didn't turn out very fair. And then we have the Hermit card coming in alongside the Five of Cups reversed. So these two cards have come up reversed for you. Now, the Five of Cups coming in reverse makes me feel good because it tells me that, you know, you can move on from this, all right? Don't let it ruin your weekend. Don't let it ruin your life here. You know, even if things didn't turn out the way you really wanted them to be, and maybe, you know, things could have been a little bit different. I feel as if with the Hermit card here, it's time for you now to take the space. You know, take some time to be on your own. Do something that, you know, gives you a lot of joy and a lot of pleasure. Because I do see you moving on from it, you know, pleasure. Because with this Five of Cups coming in reverse, it kind of tells me that you are ready to move on and quit looking at what has happened. And look at what might, you know, can happen right now, you know, something even better. All right, so quit looking in the past and look more towards the future, and you'll be okay. But I am feeling like you really, it would be really good, Carolina, for you to take some time, you know, and just do those things that will nurture you today, those things that only you can do for you, and you can have a better day. I'm sorry you're down. All right, Real, can you get a reading about your job? Let's find out, Real, about your job. Grateful, thankful for the messages for Real. Clover Hacker, welcome in. I'll do a career reading for you after I do one for Real. All right, Real, looking for a career or job card for Real. Grateful, thankful for the messages for Real. I hope you guys are all well. It's nice to see you guys in the chat. Welcome in. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. Makes a difference to my channel. All right, Lil. I called you Lil. Real. Oh, I'm sorry, Dad. I'm sorry I skipped you. We'll go back. All right, let's see. Real. When it comes to job and career, I see you're not happy. You're not happy where you are. We have the Hanged Man coming in here reversed. There is a need for you to start looking outside the box. Five of Pentacles, I do see you finding something else. I mean, Five of Pentacles says, you know, I'm going to have what I need, and I'm going to find my faith, and I'm going to get what it is that I need. So, I feel as if even though things aren't what you want them to be right now, they are going to improve. I definitely see improvement. What's at the bottom of the deck? Ace of Swords. Don't be afraid to speak up. If things aren't right or you need a little bit more, when it comes to your work or less hours, don't be afraid to say what you got to say as well. But I like that the Five of Pentacles is here for you, Real, because I feel as if with it coming in reverse, soon things are going to be a little bit better and you'll have a little bit more money in your pocket and you won't feel so alone. So hang in there. All right, wait a second. I missed somebody. Where's Dat? Let me see. I don't recall seeing you. So I don't see your question, Dat. So, is this job for you? Okay. All right, we are going to Dat something golden. I'm backtracking here for just a minute. We got to find out whether or not this job is for them. That black golden one. Is that what it is? That black golden one? All right, let's find out. Let's find out if this job is for you. Grateful, thankful for that black golden one. That black golden one. That's a great name. Hidden in all the letters. There's a message there. All right, let's find out whether this job is for them. Grateful, thankful for that black golden one. All right, look, I'd say it is. All right, here we see you, putting in some energy and some time. And I think it's going to start to produce and go better. So I'm feeling like hang in there. I think this is a good job for you. All right, so I wouldn't give it up just yet. Just stay with it. Because the card that follows this is the Eight of Pentacles, you know, so the money keeps growing. So I would stay where you are, and I think you're in a good place. All right, let's see who's next. Amethyst. What's the best advice for you in your awakening and facing reality's problems? All right, let's find out. Give me some advice for Amethyst regarding her awakening and facing everyday problems. Grateful, thankful for the messages. Hi, Clover. Nice to see you. I'll do you too. I'll get to everyone. Hang in there. All right, Amethyst, let's find out some advice for you in regards to your awakening. All right, we have the Justice card to the Eight of Pentacles. Don't fight it. You know, I mean, here with the law, the book, you know, there's spiritual law, there's, you know, everyday law, things like that. But, so don't fight it, all right? It's almost as if I feel as if with this Justice card, in order to find some balance, you know, there's just some things that we just have to experience and accept, all right? Because I get this energy of questioning everything, all right? Some things, you know, don't need to be questioned. They will unfold and the answers will show themselves. And then we have the Eight of Pentacles showing up for you. So when it comes to like, you know, everyday realities and things like that, I feel like sometimes you might get caught up in a cycle. And when you get caught up in these cycles, this is when you start to like lose perspective and you start to lose, you know, the ability to really kind of see things the way they really have to be. So, you know, we have to do the work sometimes, you know, and sometimes we have to do the work and accept that some of the work we don't like that we see. So again, I feel this need for you to just kind of sometimes, you know, let things unfold in you trying to understand them, because to keep questioning things sometimes I think might only confuse you. But there is definitely a need for you to break through some kind of a cycle that you're also going through, Amethyst. All right, let's see. Who else? Clover, a career reading. That would be great. All right, Clover, let's get a career reading for you. Grateful, thankful for the messages for Clover. Clover Hacker. Welcome in, you guys. Nice to see you guys. Grateful, thankful for the messages for Clover. What's coming in for Clover Hacker? Grateful, thankful for the messages for Clover. What can you tell me around career? All right, so you too, I feel as if, you know, there is this need for things to kind of shift and change. Five of Pentacles shows that, you know, we could use a little bit more money. We could use something else. And then we have the Tower coming in reverse to the Ten of Swords. You know, I can't help but feel that you are avoiding the end of a certain situation. And if you did that and you did bring an end to this situation, I feel like it would finally bring you out of a place of not having what you need. Sometimes, you know, we don't want to end things for fear like it's not going to work for us, and then what? So there is this want that you have to end, you know, maybe a job that you're in right now, but, you know, I can't just end it because then I have no money and I need the job. So let's pull another card here. But I do feel like it's time for you to move on from it. I think here with this Chariot card, it's time for you to start looking around, because I'm feeling like there are some real opportunities that are about to be, you know, in front of you. But, you know, if you're stuck and you don't choose not to bring this to an end, you might miss some of those opportunities. But I feel like it's time for you to move on. All right, Clover? That's what I've got for you. All right, who else? All right, Amethyst, I just read for you. Lotus. Nice to see you, Lotus. Mortal Story Fox recap. What kind of pictures are you trying to pull off? I don't know what that means either. Anyway, if I don't understand it, well, you just don't understand it. Crazy middle-aged woman. Well, at least he put me at middle age, so that's great. But we can get rid of him because he's not a nice person. All right, anybody else out there? Hi, Jay. Welcome in. Sure, you can ask a question. Grateful, thankful for the messages for Jay today. What's going on, Jay? I'll shuffle my cards until I see your question, all right? Thanks, you guys, for being a part of the channel. I'm glad you guys all popped in. We're a part of it. Grateful, thankful. Oh, hi, Clover. Thanks for the super chat. Really appreciate that. Okay, good. Really appreciate that. Thank you so much, Clover. Really, really appreciate it. All right, Jay, you were working at a house today, and the lady who owned the house, her eyes light up like fire when she saw me. You want to know why? You were probably really cute. Yeah, thanks so much, Clover. Really appreciate you. All right, Jay, let's find out. Why did this lady's eyes light up when you showed up? Probably lonely. Let's see. Why did this lady's eyes light up when Jay showed up? Oh, because she sees you as the magician. You're the magic man. I love it. You are the magic man in her eyes. See, you know, you make things happen. You do things, you know. Anyway, it's just really kind of nice because she sees you as somebody who is, you know, really amazing. I mean, I feel as if she just truly has a crush on you. Petula, welcome in. Yeah, I think she struggles, honestly. I feel like whoever she is, I mean, she struggles with a lot on her mind. So you probably good eye candy. And the fact that you show up as a magician, things happen when you show up, and that's always nice. Is she single or is she married? Let's find out. Single or is she married? You know, I feel as if she's single. You know, we have you coming in as the Knight of Swords, and she comes in as the Six of Wands. But I'm not picking up that she's with anybody. So I think she could very well be single, Jay. Oh, well, you know, she could have been married and, you know, got a divorce and she ended up with a house. You just never know. You never know somebody's backstory. Anyway, anyone else out there have a question? Sure, let's find out. Did this lady ask Jay's manager about him? Hi, Louise. Welcome in. I'm good. How are you? All right, let's find out, Jay, whether or not she mentioned you to the manager. Did she ask the manager about Jay? Grateful, thankful for the messages. Did she ask the manager? You know, I feel as if she asked something about you. You know, she liked what she heard. This is a judgment card. I think there's something going on between the two of you. Look, she's got this wish. She's like, oh my God, this would be really, really great. It's funny. This could turn into something, Jay, if you're not careful. If you don't want it to be something, then I would err on the side of caution. Petula, will you find success in higher education and love? Let's find out. Grateful, thankful for Petula. I'm good, Louise. I'm really good. Somehow my life gets busy at times. I didn't realize my life was so busy when I started this. Cougar. I got cougar. She's a cougar. She's old enough to be a cougar. That's what I got, Jay. All right, Petula, let's find out. One more shuffle for you. One more shuffle for you. All right, Petula, I've got the High Priestess, the Five of Pentacles, and the Nine of Wands. All right, so listen, Petula, when it comes to higher education, you know, you need to be careful of, you know, how much it's going to do for you and what you get back in return. Because I have the Nine of Wands coming in reverse. And when that comes in reverse, it can almost be that, you know, it may cost you more than what you will get back for the schooling. Can you really afford to go right now is also another thing I see with these two cards. Because the Five of Pentacles says, you know, I don't really have a lot of money. I don't have a lot, you know, that I can contribute. You know, I'm going to be all alone. And then we have the Nine of Wands coming in reverse. So I just have to believe that, you know, this may not, higher education may not be the way to go right now. Just because of the cost factor is what I have. Let's get one more card. Yeah, Death card. So, I mean, you're at a point where you have to make some decisions. Does it really weigh out for you to go to school for the next 4 years, you know, and rack up all this debt? Or you would be better off going to a trade school, for instance, or maybe getting a job. I mean, you're at that point where you're hanging on to this thought, this idea, but it might be time to maybe go in another direction that is more affordable for you. All right, so that's what I've got for you regarding your schooling, Petula. Oh, love. We didn't look at love. Give me one card on love for Petula. All right, let's see. Petula, when it comes to love, you know, that's another place where I feel as if, you know, here we have the Two of Cups and we have the Two of Swords. You know, don't put a lot of energy into someone who won't put energy back into you. Because I do see that happening here with the Empress card reversed, the Seven of Pentacles reversed. I mean, this is about, you know, things not really working out. So don't hang on to a relationship if it's not working out. Because the Two of Cups here tells me that this is not meant to be. But you've got a blindfold on, you know, sometimes we don't want to see what we really need to see. But if you are currently involved with someone, I just feel as if, you know, you're trying to hang on with a lot of hope. But I just don't see it happening for you right now. All right, so that's what I got for you. Louise, are you spiritual enough? On the scientific, I don't know. I mean, you're on tarot. I would think that makes you kind of spiritual. Are you spiritual enough? I don't know. I find you spiritual enough. I think it's nice to have, you know, to be scientific and to be spiritual, Louise. My personal feeling is that that makes you a very grounded perspective when it comes to spirituality, which a lot of the woo-woo people, they lose that, you know, and it's really important that we are grounded in the reality of you know, say a prayer. All right, we have a prayer and, oh my gosh, we want to have a miracle and this and that. And, you know, we're going to wake up tomorrow and everything is going to be just great. And then we wake up tomorrow and it's not great, because the reality is that right now it's going to be 48 hours before we know if anything's going to turn. I mean, you know, the grounded perspective and the grounded side of spirituality, I can't tell you how valuable that is, Louise. And I feel like you probably have that ability. Sex Scorp. All right, let's see. Sex Corp, you are wondering whether or not you would have a better outcome with your settlement if you got a second opinion. Let's find out. Grateful, thankful for the messages for Sex Corp. How is my art going, Louise? It's not. I haven't done a lot of art. I've been doing a lot of beadwork, but I haven't been doing a lot of art. All right, let's see, Sex Corp. Let's find out whether or not a second opinion would be good. I'm getting a yes. You know, I'm getting a solid yes. And look how happy she is with the World card. The settlement, it would end. It would end in a good way. So I'm going to, you know, really encourage you to go ahead and get that second opinion. Because I do see a really good outcome for you with that settlement. So do that. If you can, do that. Why not? MC Cower. Will Andrew and you get back together again? Inquiring minds want to know whether or not Andrew and MC are going to get back together. Yeah, good luck with that. I like the outcome for you, Sex Corp. We got a Scorpio over here. All right, who am I reading for? All right, MC. MC Cower, we want to know whether or not you and Andrew will get back together again. Grateful, thankful. No, I do not see that happening. I feel like they are cold and they are very shut down now. So I don't see that coming to pass at all. Four of Swords, the need to kind of rest and recover and just kind of deal with all the past hurt is where I think you guys are at right now. But no, I do not see Andrew coming back, MC. Yeah. People, you know, sometimes people don't think you'll challenge them with some of their beliefs and spirituality. You probably scare them because you are so grounded. So, good on you, Louise. Good on you. It's really important. You know, when I first came out as a tarot reader, that's what I was trying to explain to my family, that I'm not trying to be this woo-woo person. And, you know, I have crystals. I like crystals, you know. I mean, there was a time in my life I put crystals under my bed and, you know, it was just the magic of the crystals. But the truth is they kind of sit and they just kind of energize the space they're in, make me feel good. But I don't go nuts on the crystals, you know. You know, I just deal more with what's going on in life here. Oh, you need him to heal. Yeah, that Three of Swords is definitely talking about healing. Anyway, good luck with that, MC. I hope he really comes clean. Amazing Shorts, welcome in. Love from India, welcome in. I get a lot of people from India. I think on one of my weekly recaps that YouTube sends me, it asks me the question, who do I think, where do I think most of my viewers come from? And it was actually India. Oh, thanks, Sex Scorp. I'm going to say Scorpio. You're a Scorpio. I think that's what that means. But anyway, thanks a lot. Disha, another person from India. Welcome in, you guys. Nice to have you guys. All right, listen, I am going to end it here because I don't see any more questions coming through. No, the next time I go to Mexico, Louise, might be October. That's what, I mean, we're talking about October right now. I'm hoping to go down there. Sure, Disha, what's your question? Oh, look, here come the people now. Semenia. Is that how we say your name? Semenia. All right, where am I from? I am from New Mexico. All right, let's find out. Let's see. Is it Semina? What are Zoran's feelings towards you? Let's find out. I'm sorry you're so stressed. Let's find out what their feelings are towards you, Semina. And my apologies if I'm not saying your name right. All right, grateful, thankful for the messages for Semina. Would like to know about this person. What happened between me and Harris? Let's find out. Let's find out. Grateful, thankful. All right. So listen, I feel as if there was a lot of, I want to say a lot of burden that came with this relationship. And here with the King of Swords coming in reverse, you know, I feel as if he took advantage sometimes of you, you know, kind of pulling his knowledge and his weight above yours. But anyway, the whole thing, you know, I just feel like with the King of Swords coming in reverse, I mean, this is somebody who, I mean, could be mean, you know, and I think you carried a lot of weight with this relationship. So, no, I don't feel like he's coming back. And if he was to come back, he'd only put more onto you. And do you really want to continue to have a burden, a relationship that carries a lot of weight and responsibility? Because this is the kind of energy that if, you know, you don't call, he's not going to call you back. So I would let him. No, I don't see him contacting you. Serena, I don't think he's worth your time. Oh, you're welcome, Amethyst. Good luck with that. All right, Disha, you want to know, what am I supposed to do? The feelings you have. His name is Navneet. Okay, let's find out. What is the truth about your feelings towards this person, Navneet, Disha? Let's find out. What are your true feelings towards this person, Navneet? And the long-term insight around this. Let's see. We have the Seven of Cups reversed to the Ten of Cups to the King of Cups. All right, you know, listen, you could end up with this person on a more long-term, you know, basis. But you have to be careful, all right, because their energy comes in as being very needy, very emotionally immature. They would be really a big burden within the family unit. You know, so it's not an easy person, this Navneet. And here we see you with the Seven of Cups, feeling as if, you know, there is no one else. But I have to tell you, you know, to be involved with this person long term, because I see the possibilities of that happening. You know, be careful what you wish for, because their energy is just, I think it's only going to get harder as it goes on. You know, the more comfortable they get with you, the more needy are they going to get, the more demands they're going to put on you. So for a long-term relationship, you just really need to really look at them and how they are, and whether or not this is a personality you really want to grow old with. All right, so that's what I've got for you, Disha. All right, welcome, Nikat. Welcome in. A Queen's Treasure. It's nice to see you. I hope that made sense, Disha. A Queen's Treasure. Is there a third-party interference in your marriage? Let's find out. Grateful, thankful for the messages for a Queen's Treasure. We would like to know whether or not there is a third party coming in. Yeah, it's nice to see the new people coming in. All right, welcome in. We are looking for a Queen's Treasure, whether or not there is a third party that is playing interference in the marriage. Let's see what comes out. I have the Knight of Pentacles. You know, I don't feel as much it's somebody as there's work, you know, as the third element. But I'm not really getting that it is a person. But there is definitely this need between you and your husband, or, you know, your partner, to really put an end to whatever it is that's been going on. Because I do see that if you're not careful, this could end up into the court system, possibly divorce. You know, but I don't see a person, I see work. Give me another card. Yep, and again, I'm not getting another person on them. That's what I got for you, a Queen's Treasure. I'm sorry, because that Ten of Swords tells me this hasn't been an easy connection, and not an easy marriage, and there's been a lot said between you guys, between the two of you. Anyway, good luck with everything, a Queen's Treasure. Thanks for coming in, being a part of my channel. Really appreciate you. I appreciate all of you guys. So at this point, I think I'm going to pop off and begin my weekend. Maybe I'll be back over the weekend. I don't know. We shall see. But until then, be well, everyone. Be happy. I appreciate you all too. Be healthy. Be kind. All right. And I will see you guys all at another reading. Until then, bye now.